Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to another Facebook Live. Wow, can you believe it that we are Monday again? And it's just flown. We're middle of March. It's just unbelievable of where it is. So it's just uncanny, but that's life. That's the way it is. So I hope that you are all well. We are receiving some beautiful rain at the moment, which is so nice to have. I don't know about you guys, but if you're getting the rain, that is fabulous. So over the weekend, or actually Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Stamping Up had their annual conference on stage. I wasn't able to attend, so, had FOMO. Let's put it that way. I really had FOMO watching everybody having a wonderful time, and, it's just the way life is. I wasn't able to make it due to other commitments. So anyway, my name is Anita Mazzero. I'm a Stamping Up demonstrator in Horsham, Victoria, and if you're watching me on Facebook with the red live up there, you're watching me live. If not, you're watching the replay. Unfortunately, Facebook only keep the replays for 30 days, and then, so because of that, I move it over to YouTube, so it's there for everyone. Hello, Jacinta, you're at work. I saw you on the videos, so it was good to watch. Just excuse me a moment. My back's just giving me grief at the wrong time. All right. So what we'll do is we'll pop the video, pop the camera down, and I've got some things to tell you, as there's a lot happening at the moment. So we'll just flip it down and just get this right. Oops, it's flipped itself. You don't want to see my ceiling, do you? It's not going to work on me today. No, that's all I need. So we just, there we go. Just getting it, that's better. So frustrating having to do that every time. But anyway, we're there. Right. So, the product of the month this month is this gorgeous Notes of Spring. Beautiful little animals. There's a deer, duck, and a rabbit, and they're two-step stamping, as well as flowers. They're flowers and there's reeds and so forth. So they are available now. I've just had a look. Product of the month for January and February are also still available. So if you wish to purchase it, it's for every single order of $125 or more, you can purchase one only of the product of the month. So if you haven't ordered any and you just have a look online and you say, oh, I like what's there from the other months, you put one $125 order in, and for $9 you can purchase January's. Do another order, you can purchase February's, or you can purchase March on another order. But you cannot order all three at the same time. They have to be separate orders. And each person can only get one of the product. That includes us demonstrators. We can only purchase one. So once we've done that, that's it. So that's the one for this month, which I think is absolutely gorgeous. I haven't put an order in this month. I was holding back. So it certainly looks like one I reckon will be quite a cute little one that can be used. So that's it. Hello, Sharon. How are you? So that's available for March. Oh, gosh, my head is everywhere today. Also, what's happening next month is our album retreat for all those scrapbookers. They had one last year, and it's a 3-day event, where you will make, and in this case I'm just trying to read, 10 scrapbook pages. So you'll be guided through it. You will be given all the products to make those 10 pages, and it's only exclusive. So what's in the product in that pack is only exclusive to this retreat. For everything that you get, which is all that you need for those 10 pages, plus the Zoom link or the Facebook link, and everything else. Oh, God, blank. $435. Hello, Miss Leonie. How are you? And good morning, good afternoon to you. So this is a great thing if you're into scrapbooking, or if you want to learn how to do scrapbooking. They will guide you through everything. Photographs are extra, of course. And this is a great way. So you will purchase the kit to get everything. So also when you do this, the $435, you will also receive stamping rewards. You only need I need coffee. I know I do. I'm all over the place today. So I think mine's this medication they're putting me on. I can't even concentrate properly. It's amazing, isn't it, Sharon? You've done it before. It's well, thank you for that, telling everyone that it's well worth it for the pages and the tips and the tricks. So that's Sharon's comment to it. So if you're into scrapbooking, this is something for everyone. And if you want to learn, a great way to start. So if anyone's interested, reach out to your demonstrator, or you can reach out to me and I will talk about it to you. So well worth it. Right. Also, March. Look at this. All the products that are available this month. Absolutely everything's around. So we've got a couple of three beautiful suites that are available. We've got the Garden Poetry Suite, which has some beautiful foil sheets in it and some berry burst ribbon. We then have the Homemade Sweetness, which are jars, which you can see by the stamp set. It's got what I call a police ribbon, the blue and white check. A Ladybug Picnic 3D embossing folder. I think this particular one, it's all step-by-step, is it, Sharon? So they guide you through everything, okay? It is a really great thing for beginners. On 10 pages, there's a lot of scrapbooking pages to put together. As I was saying, the Ladybug Picnic folder has got like little bugs all over it. I personally can't see how that belongs in this set. I think it was meant to go with the Cute as a Bug and ended up in here. Then we've got the Delicate Dreams, and this is the one I'm going to be using today because it is exactly what they say, delicate. It is absolutely gorgeous. And then the other bundle suite that we have is the Wonderful Match collection, which is for those that are into soccer and those sort of things. So I'll put this away. There's a lot more. If you'd like a copy of all the exclusives, I can send you the PDF. So just reach out. So in that Delicate Dreams, this is the beautiful Gray Granite ribbon. It is stunning. Definitely a ribbon that can be used on anything, I think. Then we have the Natural Matte Dots. They're nice and flat, as you can see in there. If I take them out of the packet, probably would be a bit easier, wouldn't it, Anita? And get the scissors, because I haven't used them yet, even though they belong to this suite. I'd have to put them on the project today. Just, stab myself. Ow. Now, snips are very sharp, and those ones I've had for years and years. So as you can see, they're and I'm going to bleed everywhere. That's really good. Oh, dear. Right. Let's hope I don't bleed over everything. So as I was saying, nice and flat, so which is great for the male. And they come in white, secret sea, mossy meadow, and crumb cake. Great neutral tones that can be used for everything. I'll leave that out over here. We'll pop that away. Then we have the designer series paper. This paper is absolutely gorgeous. I'll get all the sheets out. So 1, 2, 3. 4. Oops, sorry about that. 5. And I should have been prepared, but not that way today. Okay. So you get 6 sheets of paper, and I'm trying not to bleed over it. So one thing I should do is have some Band-Aids in this craft room, so I don't have to run to the other end of the house to get a Band-Aid. But anyway, we'll prevent it. We'll just be very careful of it. So as you can see, it's got a bronze foil to the paper. And how neutral is that? And then the flip side is this lovely crumb cake pattern. Really, really pretty. Then we've got, I'm not even sure which is, I think that's the right way, yeah. We've got this beautiful paper, and this is our new colour, in colour that's coming out, called Hydrangea Hues. So it's a lovely, lovely shade of blue, and I tried to match the blue to our blues that are currently out. It did not match any of them. So when that blue paper is available, that will be a really lovely one. I think it will be very, very popular. So again, it's got the bronze foil through it. It's got your secret sea, your mossy meadow, and your crumb cake. And there's the mossy meadow. If, for instance, you don't like that busy side, you've got a nice, soft, subdued side for a background. Then you've got secret sea with the bronze foil. How pretty is that? So delicate. Cute little tiny flowers all over it. So it probably doesn't pick up on the camera, but it is gorgeous. And then on the other side is this Hydrangea Hues blue with the white, and it is just stunning. Then you've got the bronze foil on the white, and then on the back is this like a grey granite. I didn't have a look on the back of it, because if I don't look on the back, yes, grey granite. Definitely a grey granite. So read the back of the paper before you do anything. And then we've got this particular one, which I don't think there's a particular direction. It probably is, but probably this way I would say is the direction, but you could even go that way. Again, that beautiful hydrangea blue, and then this beautiful piece of linen. Okay, Jacinta, I'll catch you later. Don't work too hard. Absolutely beautiful linen on that side. And then this page is all these beautiful little flowers in the crumb cake and the hydrangea blue. And then on the back is this linen in all the colours. So you've got the mossy meadow, you've got a crumb cake, grey granite, the hydrangea blue. Really pretty. And that as a background would be beautiful. So that's the colours in that. Hello, Miss Jade. How are you today? Hope you're behaving yourself. Then we have the foils. So we've got these beautiful bronze foils. So you get 2 sheets of this design. Two sheets of this check design and 2 sheets of the flowers. How pretty are they? That bronze foil is to die for. So I'll pop those away. And also in the suite, you get the stamp set and the dies. And they are, I'm not going to open this up because I've already lost one die, one of these little fine dies here. They are very, very fine. You're good because you always make yourself. Yep. No worries. But yeah, they're very fine. And strangely, I had it on the desk. I turned around and it was gone. And when I say fine dies, there is how fine the dies are. And I lost one of those. It's got to be here somewhere because it was on the desk and then it was gone. So either I've got a gremlin here in the room, but I have pulled everything apart and cannot find it at the moment. It will turn up, even if it's 12 months from now, it will turn up. But that is the beautiful set. The sentiments on this is absolutely lovely. You've got thank you kindly, hello friend, wishing you happiness and love. And then this one here, hope you feel your best soon. And this could be for someone that's just feeling off or someone that's really unwell. And that one could be a wedding one. Beautiful background stamp. And these beautiful stamps that you can colour in this beautiful wheat, I'll call it wheat sprig, you know. That's what it reminds me of. It's just really lovely. So it is a beautiful suite. Right, now, I'll get all my bits and pieces. So, pop that out of the way. So first of all, make sure I don't cover up my notebook so that I can tell you what I've got. So I've got a piece of basic white, which is 28 centimetres by 14.9, which is our card size. So I'm going to fold this, oops, what have I got there? So I'm going to fold this in half. Line it up. It won't fold exactly in half because it's the way it's cut. So I'm going to burnish that piece. Then I'm going to fold back this particular one. And I think I've gone the wrong way. I have. Flip that one that way. Let's fold back that one. Make sure it's nice and even before I burnish it. So this is you're going to go and babysit. Okay, darling, I'll talk to you later. So this is our card for today. It's going to be like so. So it's a triple front. So I've got lots and lots of pieces here. So I've got a piece of Secret Sea, 10 by 14.4, and that will be for the inside. And then I've got a piece of white, 9.5 by 13.9. That is for our inside. I then got a small strip of the designer series paper, and I'll decide which side I'm going to use, whether I'll use that or that. That is 2 centimetres by, 2.5 by 13.9. Then I've got another piece of Secret Sea, and this is 9.5 by 13. I've got to remember my numbers because I've got numbers that I've given them and my template. Okay, so this is 9 by 14.4 and a piece 8.5 by 13.9. Then I have a piece of Secret Sea for this, which is 4 centimetres by 14.4. And then I've got a piece of white, which is 3.5 by 13.9. And then I've got another piece, 3 by 14.4. And the DSP is 2.5 by 13.9. Lots of pieces on it. I made my little template and I gave them numbers 1, 2, 3 and 4. And I should have really gone 1, 2, 3 and 4. But anyway, that's my template. So I'll move all these pieces out of the way. So what I'll do is the 2 pieces with the DSP, I'm going to... Oh, that's got linen on that side too. Let me have a look. No, I like the flowers. I like the flowers. We'll use the linen on the inside. And a pop of the glue. Just pop that on there. It's just got a nice border around. And we'll and then I'll move all my pieces that I was showing you. I'm going to pop the first piece down on this strip here. We might as well clear some of the pieces as we go. I'm trying to think which way I want it. Yeah. I think that way will be the right way. And I'm going to go pop that nicely with a nice even border around. Just a little bit of glue there. Just gently use my erasive adhesive. It's like the card you're designing, is it, Sharon? Lots of pieces. Yeah, I couldn't believe how many pieces I ended up with when I started to do it. It was like, wow, how did I do that? So then I'm going to take this beautiful patterned piece here and I'll glue that down to the Secret Sea. Pop that on. How pretty is this? I'd love to know how the designers come up with these designs. I know in the virtual card making retreat, they have told us how the designs have come up, and it looks really lovely to hear that because it makes you appreciate the paper more. Right, there's that piece there. Pop our inside piece. And I think I will use the linen on this one, so we'll just pop that down. Once I start gluing, the pieces are not as many as it looks, but there's enough. So I'm just going to leave a little white border at the side. And the cutting fairy was a little bit long. Just trim that bit off. And then I'm going to glue that to the inside. Now, if you wish to put stamp something on the inside, do that before we glue it down. But I don't know what I'm going to use the card. And I can also, when the time comes, I can stamp something and stick it in anyway. That will go in here. Put the glue. And just make that. So there's that. So again, how quickly those pieces went together. So as you can see, this having that little bit of linen look, leaves the flowers for the front. So now what I'm going to do, I've got this other piece, and I've gone and done a lot of die cutting. So I'm going to pop these here. I've been die cutting, lots of them. But I've cut out this, and I've put adhesive strips behind, adhesive paper behind these strips. So these are the, where's my little die set? These are these two little ones here. Really fine little wheat ones. So I'm just going to pickle them out. These others are for the front. So what I want to do with this is I'm just going to lay them around. So before I stick them down, and the reason I say I do it before is because when I did the previous one, when I made my sample, I stuck them down and didn't quite work the way I would have liked it. Let's put it that way. I'm being fastidious with what I'm... So I just don't really need to have the stems. So I'll probably put that one a bit more down that way. This one can come this way. Bring this one up around here. Pop that in there. Pop this one back this way. And then pop that. Now I've got a bit of a gap there that I'm not 100% happy with. I might bring that. And this is why it's easier to lay them down. Hello, Cherry. Welcome. How are you today? Just play with them until you're 100% happy. So I just want to give this some layers. But I didn't want that big white patch that I had there before. Bring this up. That looks better. It wasn't that awful gap. So I'm going to pop these in place. So I'll start from the bottom. Now it'll be fun. Taking the adhesive off the back. Oh, wow, look at that. Remembered which way I couldn't remember. There we go. And what I should be doing is grabbing my silicone mat to pop underneath because we've got adhesive, haven't we? It's all right, I've got a rough idea where they are. So I'm going to do the top one. So, Cherry, are you getting rain where you are? I don't know how much has been in it, but has come, but it's just been light, steady rain that we've had here today. And if you want to know where husband is, on the golf course. So pop that one in there. And so what's everyone been up to over the weekend? Slow and steady too? Yeah. Sorry, I'm going off. I might zoom in a little bit closer, I think. Let's see if it'll work. There we go. That looks a little bit better. Oh, sorry about that. That looks a little bit better. You can see what I'm doing. Got two pieces, the top and bottom. So just keep going. Now you can emboss this. You can stamp on it. You can stamp one of the designs that's in one of the flowers that's on there. You can do whatever you wish, or you can add another strip of DSP. I didn't want couldn't work out what to do. I tried the foil pieces, but the foil just looked a little bit too much, so I didn't do that at all. Pop that in there. So I'm leaving a lot of the stems off the edge of the strip that I've got here because they're so spiny looking that I didn't feel that they looked right on the page. That was just me. Which way am I going to do this one? Put this one in there. And then get this last one. These designs on this is really something that you would need the adhesive sheets with. That's put that away before I forget. I didn't do it for these because of the way I'm laying it down, and yet I probably could have. Just had to be careful. Right, let's trim off all these little pieces that we've got. All right, let's just get these off. Right, pick these up. And because they're sticky, they don't want to come, do they? Let's get them into the bin. And there's still one behind. Gosh, they're sticking to me there. Oh dear. Okay, now I'm going to glue that onto our strip. So this comes together quite easy. Just glue that. This is just adding a bit of texture to this piece of cardstock. And as I said, you can stamp, you can use DSP, you can emboss, you can do what would suit. So I'm going to put that down in there so that when this is in, so I'll look at which way I want it. I think I want that side where it's mainly not a lot of white showing. Pop that in there. Look at that. So that's most of the card done. So how simple is that? Yes, there were a lot of pieces, but we've got it done. Not lose these little pieces here because I'll be in trouble. Get rid of those. Now I've got a strip of the length of our A4 paper, 3 centimetres wide. And this is going to be my belly band. Now when I do a belly band, I don't measure or score. I just leave it as it is. So I will line it up with my card. Make sure I'm nice and high for you guys to see. Making sure that my paper is with my grid. I'm going to just gently fold it over like so. And the same this way. Come back a bit more because I got too much of the cardstock. Just gently manipulate it to fit. I'm happy with that. Now, before I glue it or anything, it needs to come off freely. That's moving quite free, which I'm happy with. Put it back on here because that way I can guarantee that I'm going to get this correct. So I'm just going to pop a little bit of glue in there and a little bit of glue on the end of this one. And that will allow it to work. And again, this is where I can keep that it's nice and straight. Pop that through. And there it is. And because the joint's at the side, it's going to be really easy to hide any joints. But I was planning to hide it anyway, but this worked out even better today. So while I've got that there on there, what I want to do is to use some ribbon. So I'm going to pop, I want it to go this way around. I'm going to pop some ribbon around the belly band and tying a bow to the right side. Let's see if I can come out a bit. Is it going to let me? Let's come up a bit more for you. There we go. So I want to tie a bow on this side. Keeping my ribbon flat. Make sure I've got it nice and flat. And to tuck it. And try and make it nice and square, not too tight, but tight enough that it will hold onto the belly band. Because you want that to slip up and down quite freely, which it's doing. Do the knot. And then I'll make my bow. I'll glue on my fingers. Okay, so I don't want an over big bow, but I want a reasonable size bow. I'm looking at that and I'm looking really happy with it. My knot nice and tight. I'll leave the excess there for the moment. So that's going to stay on the centre of my belly band. And that will hold really well because once I put my label, oh sorry, I'm in the wrong spot. Get this to move a little bit further out so you can see. So hopefully that's a bit further out for you. Yeah, so that way the belly band, the labels I'm going to use on the front will help it to stay. So I want to use these three. These are from the, what is it? Fabulous Florals Dies. But there's only the two sizes or this rectangular size. So with the Secret C one, and I don't know, I'll bring it up so you can see. I'll just get it to focus. You can see there's an edge on it. And that edge is what I'm going to trim off so that it will fit nicely in the thing. So I'll just very carefully guide my scissors around that edge. And this is something you can do when you've got a die that you only want a small difference between one and the other. It's just trim off, like if it's got dots, trim below the dots. You can do it that way. So it's a nice way of making something just a little bit smaller. We go through there. Now I know that when you see what I do, you're not going to see a lot of it, but that doesn't matter. And there's that. So there you go. So you can see now I can pop that in there and I've got a nice even white border for the card. So there's something to remember when you've got your dies. So I'm going to glue this white piece just over the top. And of course, this has allowed me to have the dies nice and even with nice small little pieces. And I think I might glue this before I start putting down. I'm debating whether to use this one, and I don't think I will. I don't like it. Yeah, I will glue that down so I can start laying my pieces. So there you go. You can see that from 2 dies, I've got 3 layers, nice, even, small layers. I'm going to bring in my silicone mat again. I've also got my fine tip glue pen, and I've had this up here for ages. I forget about it a lot, but it's handy to have for the delicate dies that we've got in this. So what I want to do is I'm going to I want to place them so that they fill up the area. I've got bits and pieces everywhere, and to create that look. So I'm going to glue them first. And by placing it down, I can see how far to put the glue and just to have that little bit at the end open. Now remember, this has got a very fine needle inside the lid, so be very, very careful when you open it. And it is a very delicate little bit of glue, but it helps you to just put tiny amounts of glue on something like this that's fine. So always remember to dig that, because some of our other glues are not quite fine enough. So I'm going to lay that down, and it's going to sit like so. And then I'll do the same with this one, because it's going to sit like that, just creating a bit of a circle of leaves. Cherry, did you have FOMO over the weekend? That you weren't, and Sharon, you didn't go either, did you? Watching everything that was going on in Sydney. It looks like they had the best time ever. Two of my beautiful ladies sent me cards because they knew I wasn't going. I got them today, not before they were away, but it was just such a nice surprise to receive them in the mail because I was missing on stage. So, yeah. Oh, sorry, I'm off the table then. It was just so lovely to have that, to receive them. Now, I've got 3 out of the 4 of these weedy pieces. I'm not 100% sure what they're meant to be, but the 4th one, until I find that die, wait, should ask Stampin' Up, when they've got these little fine things, why not make one big die to cut them all? You certainly did. Yeah, I know when you sent me that about the coloured Winkostella type pens, oh my God, I was just like, whoa. If I had been there, I would have been playing with them constantly. So I'm going to pop those, work out where I want them roughly. 1, 2. I did catch Jacinta in one of the videos. I didn't see the other girls, but I know I kept looking. So I'll pop them down. So pop that one about there. Just pop it in. We're saving our pennies for next year, not next year, because the year after when it's in America. It's a long way to go, but to be able to go to Utah and see, I presume you will get to see Stamping Up head office, and well, I would assume that they would do something like that for demonstrators that travel halfway across the world to see. Yeah, they were very busy, but I just caught them on one of the Stamping Up videos, or somebody else's video I was watching, and I spotted Jacinta standing and looking at the same thing. I think it might have been Courtney Houston's video that was her liking something. Right, okay, so we're just going to pop them on there. Just pop them in the middle. And how delicate and how pretty is this stuff? I'm just going to trim that back there because I don't need that excess piece. Okay. And I've got 2 pieces of the foil. So I want to take those little pieces out. It's just a pity that there's so much of this stem. Oh, that's one of the blue ones. Okay, I thought I had 2 pieces of foil. That's a blue one. There's the foil. Yeah. So I'm going to pop the foil. I'm continually looking at creating this circular effect with these things. Hello, Rhonda. I was just saying how lovely it was to get your card. You and Cheryl. It was just beautiful to get that today. I'm glad you girls were thinking of me. I bet you're exhausted now. Need a good rest. You'll have to let me know what was your favourite new product. Sit that down to hold in place. Come on, come on. I don't know. This glue doesn't seem to like, the fine tip glue doesn't seem to like the back of the foil. So whether it's what they use on the foil that makes it a little bit harder, I have no idea. So we'll just go and use the Tombow glue on it. It's either that or my hands are extremely sticky with glue because of these fine pieces. That's got it. But yeah, it's certainly different texture on the back of the foil. That's for sure. Pop that there. Hold that in place. Come on, girl. Be good. That's it. The white gel pen. Oh, good. Because I just recently bought myself some white gel pens because we didn't have them, and I like to use them. So now that Stampin' Up have brought them and they write fabulous, well, that's the main thing. So because sometimes you can get a gel pen and you've really got to go over it several times to make it give you the colouring that you want. Okay, now I've got these. I'm going to I've die cut the 2 flowers from the paper, and I'm going to just probably slightly overlap them like so, just like so. But I might, before I do that, I've got 3 little ones there as well. I want to stamp, and I might use this piece if it will fit. I'm going to stamp not on white. I think as I go along, I'm going to stamp on the Secret Sea, and the day I'm having today of finding things. It was here, like, just before I went live. Where would I, there I put it. The stamping mat. Oh dear, oh dear. So I'm going to use this. I'll grab my embossing buddy. Vital when you're embossing. I'm going to take the stamp set. Wishing you happiness and love. That's a very pretty little. I hope that fits on there now that I've said it. Yep, perfect. It's sitting on there nicely. Grab a block. I'll just go over that one more time. See, I put that on there. I may not stamp on the same spot twice, if you know what I mean. Okay, let's get some Versamark. I was having some trouble with my Versamark. I couldn't work out what was going on with my ink pad, and I re-inked it and still was having trouble when I was putting on the embossing powder. It wasn't doing very well at all. Bought a new stamp pad, and that was the end of it. It picked up beautifully after that. So, but then I did work out I'd had that pad for probably 17, 18 years, and just refilled it as required. But it was probably saying I've had enough. I need a rest. Okay, we'll just get our heat gun. I'm hoping the gel pen will be good to just add touches to any white embossing if we've missed a bit. If it's good like that. I'm just going to go watch the magic of embossing. Leonie, if you're still on here, did you go to on stage or not? Trimmer. Trim this down to fit. Stay put, stay put. Be good for me today. Oh, it's not going to cut with a scoring tool, is it? That out of the way. I'm just going to, dig out a couple of little furries, but that I missed. I didn't even check that. That is slack. Absolutely slack. So I'm thinking of putting this on here. So this is going to work out where these flowers are going to go. So I'll put them down here like so. And pop that. And I'll pop that up above. I want that in the middle, really. Okay, ladies, what do you think? Should I have the flowers showing below, like so? Or should I have a bit more of the leaves? Oh, maybe I could go like so. And, oh, I think that's better. I think I like that better. I think that's what I'll do. So I'm going to put some dimensionals behind these flowers. Just a couple, because some of it will be sticking out. This is very different from what I started this morning. I'm going to pop that flower like so. And then this one. Pop that one like so. And then I'm going to sit that like that. I like that. I do. Listen to me. Oh, Anita. It's a bit too far over. Yeah. That's for the bed. If I can get it off my hands. Make sure I know where the dimensionals are to go. Sit that one there. And I don't like the way I've missed that bit, so I'll just trim. And then put a dimensional there. I'm going to put one in here. I'm going to pop that over the top like so. Oh, I like that. Okay. Because they're so fine, it was really hard to decide. So that's going to sit like so on my card. So what I can do is put some dimensionals across the middle. And that will hold my ribbon in place as well. So there's a dual effect in what I'm doing. I might put a couple. Oh, I don't know. I think that will do. Less is often more rather than overdoing it, because then I'll probably look at it and think, what have I done? Take that. I'm going to pop that right in the centre there. Bow's just perfect there. Trim this now that I've got that complete. And that beautiful ribbon. Now we'll have to put some dots on, won't we? Do you know, I think I might use some white ones for this. So we'll just use... I love how nice and flat they are. I might put 2 on this side. And what have we got to finish it off with, Jerry? Some Wink Stella. So I'm going to put a little bit of Wink, which I should have done before I put the label on. A little bit of Wink onto the flowers. Pop a little bit on the leaves. Those particular ones. There we go. And now, hello Wink. Pop a little bit over. Oh, and I've forgotten the 3 little flowers. We'll pop them on. Because they're only small, I'm just going to pop a dot of glue. And these little flowers will sit in here. But don't ever forget your putty end when you've got little tiny pieces to pick up. I'll put brown on that side. One there, 2 up there, and 1 up there. And there we have it. There's our card. So there we go. Belly band comes off, and there's your card. And this is good if you're doing a card where you want a lot of people to sign. You've also got this side to allow them to sign. So you could put a piece of the Secret Sea and a piece of white to allow them to sign there. So there's that card that we've done today. Pop that back together. And there we go. I'll just put this out of the way and I will show you the ones I made earlier. So I made one using last month's designer series paper that we got for the product of the month. So I've done that in there using the leaves. And that one I just did like that, but I didn't like the way it kept popping up. And then I did this one with a square. Thank you. But this is where I had too much white, and that's why I was very careful on that one. Pretty much exactly the same pieces of paper. So again, it's a great way, and I didn't use, I have got Wink on there, but I didn't put any gems, so I might, well, I've got these. Let's put some the Secret Sea on this one. So I might go 1 there, and then 2 down here, just to give it a different look. There we go. There's that. So I have to admit, I love this paper. So this was my play around one, but I do love the way these have turned out. And because sorry, I've got them a bit out of camera focus. Sorry, ladies. Because the paper is, and everything is so delicate, it really lends beautifully. Thank you very much, ladies. Thank you. I'm glad you like that. So square, round, hectagonal, it doesn't matter. It gives it a lovely effect. So it's really very pretty sweet. And if you haven't got it, I certainly would recommend that you get this particular one. So there's our card for today. I want to say thank you for watching, and I will catch you next Monday. Who knows what we're going to do then, but we'll get there, and let's see what's happening new next week. So thank you very much, everyone, for watching, and I'll catch you then. Bye for now.